So how painful does it really have to be before we make a change? We're told constantly that we're in some of the best financial times that we've ever been in. The stock market is at all-time highs. People are making more money than they know where to spend. But as I hear more and more people complain and be worried about their finances, something doesn't seem to be adding up. And I think realistically, we're told that inflation is under control, it's not a problem, but it's impacting more and more people. Why are we not able to afford the normal things that we think we should be able to, or our rent is increasing, or groceries are getting more and more expensive? And I would say a lot of that has to come down to our attention, and our buying purchases and patterns are becoming commoditized. There are so many different ways now to spend your money, and they are constantly being put in front of you. From buy now, pay later options to door dashing food to your house. Amazon is a one-click purchase. There's online sports gambling. All that stuff is being made easier and easier to see your money go to different places rather than the things that you actually care about. So what I would say is that some of this really comes down to being really focused on your spending and determining what really matters to you. The $10 or $15 purchases might seem like very little, and some of them are worth doing because they can bring you actual joy and fun. But then other times it's just frivolous spending, and it really means nothing. And in a blink of an eye, we've spent $60 to $100 on something that we really didn't get anything out of. So how about saving and spending things that we can really enjoy, such as saving for a vacation or maybe upgrading a car in the future? These things are going to be tangible, and they're going to bring us a lot more joy than we would expect. The people that I watch on YouTube and people I talk to, they all say about the same thing. If they analyze their spending over the last 5-10 years, the things that really matter to them are those experiences that they had with friends and family. It's not the frivolous, quick adrenaline spike of spending money on a sports gambling event or door dashing some food or something like that. It's going to be those meaningful things. So taking the time to determine what those things are and save a little bit of money for that can really help you have a more meaningful and enjoyable life out of your finances. The difficult part is that those quick spikes are put in front of us so much. The advertising, the social media campaigns, all of it is so that we are constantly bombarded in our life with, hey, spend $5 now, it doesn't mean anything. Spend $15 here, or buy these things that you've looked at multiple times. The marketing is very, very good, and it can be very, very dangerous for the average consumer because it just slowly seeps our money away to where that's all we have. A quick $10 enjoyment might be that the joy that we're looking for in the near term, but long term, it's just not sustainable. So as I mentioned before, the real question is, how painful does it need to be before we make a change? There's different motivators in life. Sometimes we can have a passion for something. We can have that quick spike, like going to the gym, where we're really motivated to do something. Or we can have life events that become really painful as you go through a family change or a medical emergency, and these things can really shock us into making changes. For the financial side, a lot of times it can be pain. You see other people around you doing things that you just simply can't afford and then that you want. And so at some point, we just have to take the ownership to start making that change ourselves. Finances is a really personal thing, and unless you're going to hit the lottery or have a rich relative give you a bunch of money, you really have to just start making that change yourself and coming to that fruition, which can be very gratifying as well. So on a day-to-day basis, what that looks like is really determining what things you want to spend your money on. What categories or what purchases do you really find joy out of? If it is stopping at a coffee shop on your way to work, do it. That's great. Live your life and use your finances to bring joy to where your passions really are. And if you can determine those things that don't bring you joy, that you can cut out with really no loss in your life or loss of joy, then do that as well. Really focus in on those categories or those few things that you really want. And once you do that, you'll be really surprised with how your monthly cash flow can change. rather than spreading everything across lots of purchases, really focusing them in on a couple and you can really spend more in is where your joy will really spike. The best part is that all that can be done automatically through the platform SimpleFinances.co. You can set your categories for spending that bring you joy. If you want to do travel, if you want to do restaurants, if you want to eat out, if you want to save for housing, all those things can be selected, and then you'll get personalized advice as to where to change your expenses and how to use your income to meet those goals. It can all be done for you and you don't even have to think about it. So rather than being spread across all these buy now, pay later schemes or sports gambling, we can cut all of that out and focus it in on the things that we actually care about. Once we've done that, now we're on a track to success, and our finances can really become a lever to live the life that we've always wanted to. So if you're interested check out the platform at simplefinances.co.